he's not gonna have a good time.
Oh, yeah, that's so true. A while ago, we were looking for that sustain coming from there. But we'll see. Maybe he could build a tanky Ogran in there. But for the meantime, Prince of Landling. Been a while for
Interesting.
this gentleman in here, for our prince to show off onto the stage. But of course, as a Prince of Landling, you really want to go for that early. So in terms of both of our jungles in here, both of them should eye to look for early pick-offs, right? Like, because they're very early game. They will shine mostly on the early stages of the game. But if we're talking about late game, there will definitely be more advantage onto like our late game heroes like that of the Lady Soon as well as Long. So I think it will now depend on our junglers if they will be able to pull off those pick-offs.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, like you said, Prince of Landling, not the best late game hero whatsoever. He does fall off if he doesn't continue to snowball. So this is going to be a little bit of an all-in approach here from the side of on the side of Weibo All Gamers Global. Let's see if it's gonna pan out for them, because we don't see the Prince of Landling picked up much, but when he does, and if he shines, it's all gonna come in from the early game.
Yeah, that's so true. Now, let's head on to our game again. This is AGHK versus Weibo Gaming, both coming from Hong Kong. We'll have to find out who is the best among these two.
Oh, Weibo's from Malaysia, not from Hong Kong. But
Right.
yeah,
Here we go.
definitely it's gonna be an interesting matchup for sure. Guiyu taking a lot of damage already from the Mayin, but Mayosoti is playing very aggressively in the enemy jungle, trying to get a steal on towards the Crimson Golem. Does get it, so that's gonna be a little bit of a distraction, a disruption for the Ogrens early game. Kongling's not gonna get that red buff for himself.
Yeah, that's so true. But for the meantime, though, just like what the Motsu can do right now, just go for the pokes here and there. Just stop the Sunbin from going all in and give that speed acceleration for the Lady Sun. And it's talking about the potential in here on the laning stage for both of our farm laners. For Lady Sun, you definitely the online definitely potential of this one. We definitely have to wait for the sometime late game, mid to late game for this particular hero, because she doesn't shine as what can the Long do actually in the early stages of the game.
Yeah, she is a much later stage hero, but a lot of teams have been building her for the mid game. So let's see what sort of tempo they want to play for. Meanwhile, Devil will be playing towards the mid with the Da Qiao. Like we've been saying, how flexible that hero is. Devil definitely has been showcasing that he can play that hero a couple of times. So meanwhile, top lane, Kongling in some trouble, taking a lot of damage there for the Mayin. Whatever, almost getting a kill, but hey, Guiyu is there to pick up the pieces. Double kill going towards the way of Guiyu.
Double kill.
Seems like this is the same Charlotte kind of play we've seen from the recent series. But then again, that is good news for the Guiyu. Hopefully, will not commit any mistakes any further as we go on to the mid and to the late game. But then again, really good pick-offs that happened into that particular area of the map. But now we can see in here a potential gank that could happen on the bot lane part of the map as well. But I love how Long is actually making sure that he's not going to go overboard. But hold the thought, because in here a 2v1 clash is happening right now. Look at the damage coming from Guiyu. You're going to get that kill up against the Prince of Landling. This is the second time Mayosotis has fallen down, and this is not looking good as a jungler.
Yeah, Guiyu definitely showing that he cannot be bullied. He shall not be bullied. 3 kills already on this Charlotte. I mean, we've seen what Charlotte does when she gets absolutely anything that she wants. And this is not going to be great there by All Gamers Global. It's already 1,500 net worth lead going there, going towards the way of Weibo. And this first Tyrant is going to set up so much with this lead that they have.
That's true. And it seems like Guiyu doesn't plan on committing any mistakes. And you can see how much of the farm is being lost onto the hands of our prince in here. And now he has to go for that cross-map play, but can't find any jungle camps to farm for himself as well on the side of Weibo. So now I think he just have to rely on maybe finding that pick-offs, maybe try to plan something out with the Da Qiao, but it's getting even tougher right now because there's a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, that's the problem with this Prince of Landling. If he doesn't get all the farm he needs, he slowly becomes a pauper. And look at his net worth. It's really getting in towards the part where it starts to become very worrisome. Bottom lane, Qingling taking the silence from Nono, but there's no follow-up for that. Kongling trying to secure this Tyrant, but Mayasori is right towards the backline. This is a good engage though for the side of AG. If they can get a couple of crucial knockouts, Kongling in some trouble. Mayasori gets the last hit. That's going to be a crucial kill death. Liv will be able to get a kill on towards... Oh no, Liv gets... doesn't get picked off there, so that's gonna be just one kill on towards Kongling. That's gonna be AG's way back in this game.
Really nice use of the Eye of the Whirlpool in there, just calling off the rest of the members on the side of AG, HK. But then again, there is the potential chase. Look at this Charlotte right now, but think inside the box has been used. But then again, Qingling will fall down still, but will be shutting down Guiyu in the process. What a 1-for-1 trade. And I think this is, I mean, at least Guiyu, like, getting the chance, just so unfortunate that the rest of the members weren't able to catch up to his speed. But then again, nice way to actually shut down Guiyu. But the question is, will that be enough?
That's a great start already. And here Mayasori is walking into a street. Nono in some trouble. Nono might fall for this. Snow getting a kill, getting a double. And he might be getting more as Kongling trying to fight back against 4 heroes. But it's not enough. Snow with a triple. And that is going to be AG coming back into this game with a menace. Oh, top lane Long trying to back off. Guiyu back in towards the fight, but Long is not easily picked off here. That's going to be Zai's being able to back off. Qingling trying to go for the Guiyu. Nice sidestep though, keeping him alive for the moment.
Nice way to actually juke out all those CCs coming from Monster as well as Daciao. But then again, I think also nice way for Long to actually just make use of the Infinite's Best instead to save himself. You don't want to die or give more kills onto the side of Weibo in there. But here we go for this replay wherein Snow actually got his triple kill. I guess this is not the best position for you to actually clump up together. We're talking about a lot of walls in there, making it a hard time for the rest of the members of Weibo Gaming to actually find a position where to actually flank. And they're only going to be relying onto their flash and of course the roll coming from Lady Soon in there. But the rest, I mean, this is Snow just going for the power spike now as well with a triple kill.
Yeah, definitely. I think you hit the nail in the head there. That position was just set up there by Devil to just wreak havoc there. Snow has to pop his ultimate to back off there, whatever has been used. So that's going to be one skill down. Oh, Pink inside the box. So Guiyu gets knocked down. Zai gets the burst. And meanwhile, bottom lane Snow gets a kill towards JD as well. Things are unraveling here for the side of Weibo Gaming as they continuously get objective after objective. 2 heroes down, and they're looking for more here. Kongling and Nono trying their best to try and find Mayasori. The exclamation mark on their heads just keeps annoying them. They don't know where he is. But the Sage Golem is going to be brought down here. AG off to a fantastic mid game.
That is so true. I mean, Zeiss is also just doing a lot of damage in here. And I love what Sosus has been doing there. Just annoying the rest of the members of Team Weibo. Is this the comeback? The tables have turned around. We can see a 3k gold lead. And Mayasori is actually proving us wrong with the Prince of Flandling. Even though he's got a bad start, it seemed like the Mayin snowballing. I mean, Snow for his name, snowballing already. And at the same time, Zeiss as well going for the massive amount of damage. Seems like this is now their time to actually put more pressure. I mean, they got the Mayin, they got the Matsu to actually stop the members of Weibo Gaming to actually go onto the backline.
This 3,000 net worth lead is all they need to really start pushing the snowball like you said. Oh, we might see a quick pick up here onto Kongling. Ogren has to back off. Zai's down to half HP though. He has to back off with the help of the Daciao, and he's going to get back to base and rejoin his team really quickly. But this Crimson Golem probably out off limits right now. Ogren's going to be the one to pick it up. But Guiyu on towards the Charlotte has fallen off. I mean, he's just got caught up after that fantastic early game. So the Charlotte not as scary as he would be early on. But look at that. Zai's already doing so much damage. Kongling has to back off. Oh, here comes Mayasori towards the backline. Kongling gets bursted there. Devil getting the kill on towards the Ogren. And that's going to leave the Tyrant open for AG to pick up.
This is what we're talking about. During the draft, we're looking for a frontliner in here coming from the side of Weibo Gaming. They don't have any unless again the Kongling builds the damage, the tankier items, but then again they're gonna be lacking some source of damage as well. But now AG Global just now taking advantage, I suppose, with the lead that they've got right now. What I think needs Weibo Gaming needs to do in here is that they need to pick off a particular target. But the question is how to do that, right? I mean,
Yep.
Pokes coming from Quinglin in here, and Snow always almost present in the map right after he shoves a wave. So I think this is kind of tricky unless they burst down maybe Prince of Landling once he show up himself.
Yeah, they need to make some sort of play, maybe with Guiyu and JD trying to burst down, like you said, catch someone off and start to regain the advantage from there. But it's pretty tough because the Lady Sun doesn't want to run around trying to find a pickoff. She wants to continue farming. She wants to bring down these towers. And that's a rather high risk play. Huge big stun there by Gui Qinglin. He spots out 4 heroes, and they're trying to look for a fight here. The damage from Zeiss, he has to force to pop his ultimate. The silence has come true, but it's not gonna connect towards anyone. Can they get more? Another huge stun there by Qinglin, and Kongling has to back off. No HP on him. He cannot take a fight now.
Definitely not. And I think Weibo Gaming shouldn't be looking for any team fights, to be honest. Kongling is currently 0-4 at the moment. He only built out like one tanky item in here to actually stop the healings coming from the side of AG Global, and that's not enough for you to be called a tanky frontline. Definitely not. And at the same time, JD is not on the power spike that we're looking for right now. Not enough burst damage, but if Weibo Gaming maybe still try to prolong this one, they could try to hope for the damage coming from the Lady Soon.
Yeah, they have to drag it out as long as possible. Like you said, the Ogren is not very tanky at the moment. Only the Red Lotus Cape completed. He needs at least a couple of more items. At least the Eye of the Phoenix to come out, as well as the Succubus Cloak to help him survive against all this damage that's coming out from Devil as well as Snow. So mix of magical and physical damage is always an annoying thing to build up against. And he's gonna have to do a lot to come back because he's falling far behind Myosodis at the moment.
That's so true. I mean, talking about that magic and physical, like what do you prioritize, right? So now it's like depends on the situation. But then again, seems like they are doing that right now. Just try to prolong the fight, wait for the pickup, maybe try to get that Prince of Landling visible and lock him in. And there, however, though, again, they have to make sure that they can lock him in with the freeze coming from Lady Jen and maybe the slow coming from Nuono. But that's about that. Again, they don't have some source of CC lock. But yeah, there's a team fight that could happen as well. No, they're gonna be backing away as they know they couldn't match up right now.
Yeah, they used Nono's ultimate already, so that's the instant back off the moment it didn't land on a couple of crucial heroes. So that's going to be All Gamers Global picking up yet another map objective that's gonna help them out push out both the side lanes, and that might be the opening they need to push up towards the high ground on the side of Weibo. So Lady Sun is starting to become a problem. The criticals are starting to reach that 2,000 mark where it really is going to be devastating for their opponents. But Zeiss is doing a lot of damage on his own backline. That's going to be a huge knockup. Kongling has to back off, taking another stun to the face. Where is everybody? Where is the engage? Looks like everybody will be more than happy to back off for now. Another huge stun there by Qinglin, really harassing them on towards the backlines. But Devil will be able to back off towards his base and recall. Nope, not going to be in time. The Whirlpool not going to be, the duration is not going to be long enough. So they are going to have to walk back to base. But Kongling is already pushing out towards the mid lane, at least finishing off the Vanguard, and they need to defend this bottom lane. It looks like the Eye of the Phoenix is completed, so Kongling is going to be a lot more tankier right now. But is it going to be enough against the burst damage that Zeiss is going to be able to bring out?
That's so true. They have to stay on the high ground for the meantime. Onto the flank coming from our Charlotte, trying to get the backline target in here. However, Lived will not leave anymore. quiet, unfortunately, flashing away. Snow will try to back away together with the rest of the teams, but the burst damage coming from Lady Soon is coming up right now, forcing the rest of the members of AG Global to back away. There goes the position in map. Hang on, no!
Backlines.
Look at the play coming from Zeiss, killing off Gui Hai in the process, and that is one member down as well from the side of Weibo Gaming. But again, a position on to taking this overlord fight, but we can see Mayin as well trying to go for a play, but then again, Prison Flag Lane will fall down on the other end of the map. Our farm lane on the side of AG Global will fall down. Is this the time for JD?
No.
It is paying off right now, but whoever he will get the process as well, with the snow going all out right now. Backup coming from Quiggling at the same time, but then again, they're not even stopping because the HP's lifesteal in here. HP region coming from Guiyu is just way too much to handle.
3-4-3 trade, but it looks like the Weibo Gaming definitely had the advantage throughout the entire fight, and they managed to at least close out the gap a little bit, stop the bleeding for a little bit, and this is where we start to see the Ogren becoming an issue. They didn't have the damage, Zeiss couldn't burst in town in time, and Zeiss just constantly being chased down there by the Ogren. So that is going to be a breath of fresh air from the side of Weibo Gaming, giving them a little bit of an advantage, but that's going to be quickly turning its head as Zeiss is able to bring down the Shadow Tyrant. So let's take a look at the replay of how that started out there. It was just a important engage from Guiyu on towards the backline, picking up Devil, and then another engagement here where Zeiss tried to go greedy, go towards the backlines. Maya Solis was picked up by himself, and Zeiss alone couldn't deal with the Ogre. Snow did manage to salvage the situation, getting a double kill on towards JD as well as Noah, but ultimately it was just a couple of quick kills, no real objective being picked up there by Weibo, and All Gamers Global will be able to continue to push on with their lead. But this is not the fight they want to look out for. They still have the debuffs on their head. The Primal Bonds is going to slow their engagement here. So let's see how things are going to go. Oh, Ogren taking a lot of damage. Kongling has to back up. Maya Solis, exclamation mark, back up, he says, as they're trying to get this Shadow Overlord and push out at least the tier 3s once again.
Definitely a prolonged team fight that has happened from a while ago, and at least with them, Ogren, although less than half-life from a while ago, almost dying in front of the members of AG Global in here. At least they were able to stop that objective take onto the Shadow Overlord, because if they do get this one, this is also going to be looking scary, because this is going to give them some buff on going for a better push on the lane. But it seems like Weibo Gaming doesn't know that as they try to secure this objective. And now I think at this point in time, they have to repeat what they have done a while ago. They have to be on the high ground, just wait for that poke, and coming from JD, from the Lady Soon, and of course the setup coming from the Lady Jen as well. We can only hope for that, because without that, I mean, it's gonna be hard for Kongling as well as Guiyu to actually go for the kill and the chase. But hold that thought, because we see a potential fight that could happen. Fortunately though, our Charlotte will be able to back away.
Guiyu taking so much damage there by Zeiss, but couldn't really be finished off there. Zeiss was feeling a bit scared as well. You could see he didn't really want to fully engage there. More than happy to just continuously poke with the burst damage that he does have. And with this Vanguard pushing towards the mid and the bottom lane as well. Looks like they're going to send the Shadow Vanguard towards the mid. So that's going to have them push out all 3 lanes. Top lanes, Vanguard is going to be dealt with. Bottom lane as well. Not a lot of members being committed on both sides as they're trying to hold on towards this high ground. Top tier 3, Half-Life, they're going to try and give the chase here. But in towards that choke point, Devil as well as Xinglin is enough to stop them from continuing the push.
That's true. And they do take note, they do have the Shadow of Vanguard in here still. Marching towards the middle lane now is going to be some sort of pressure. Are they going to go for the chase here? The paths here will not connect in here, but then again, no casualties. I think they just need to keep up on staying onto the high ground and wait for the perfect moment to actually go for a potential kill. But the tower fall down onto the top. Super minions are gonna go up anytime soon, and in the mid are just some pokes here and there.
And Myosodis really just bought a lot of time for his team. He scouted 3 heroes, so he knows that nobody is gonna help out Guiyu in the top to defend it. So they rotated the Zeiss over there to finish off the tower, and that's gonna give the first tier 3 tower towards the side of Zeiss as they take another fight here. Oh, welcome to King inside the box to cancel. Oh, ladies, Zen towards the backline. He's gonna get nuked down there by Zeiss. Zeiss in trouble. He's gonna get bursted down though by Kongli. Myosodis in trouble as well. Snow towards the backline, trying to take 1 versus 4 fight. Can he bring down more than 1? He gets 1. Can he get a 2? No. He gets resurrected there by the Sanctuary, but he's gonna go for another engagement. Lady Sun's left alive though. JD doing so much damage, and he does so much for his team. 53% of his team's damage, and that is an opening right now for Weibo Gaming to try and finish off this game. Guiyu in a difficult position. Devil teleports back to base just in time. That was just so close for him to fall, because if he did fall, that was the end of the game for sure. Tries to sacrifice his life to do his best, but it's not going to be enough. An ace and a finish for the side of Weibo Gaming as they finish off the game with style.
They definitely did it with style. Just had to be very patient, wait for the late game, wait for the itemization for the Ogran to come in to become even tankier as a front line, and for Lady Soon to actually hit the power spike. I love the patience that Weibo Gaming have done in that particular match. Very impressive. This is something, okay? It's 50-50, of course, but we saw how much of a struggle they had to go through that on the early up until the mid game.
Absolutely. It was just, you know, All Gamers Global, they kind of had everything they wanted. They got the kills.